Good evening and tonight, viewers. It's Three Roads Gaming. Last time on Let's Play Final Fantasy V, we unlocked the second set of gear. I did some grinding, got all the abilities I wanted, got a bunch more gil. Yeah, I think that's the one that takes me into the void. We don't want that yet. Today we're gonna go to Fork Tower. Remember, spooning leads to forking. Alright, so Fork Tower is a very specific gimmick. There's a magic half. Hold on, I'm going to double check to make sure I do this right. Okay. So the physical side. Let's see here. Okay. Alright then. The right side is where I want to send Bartz. Bartz and Ferris are my physical attackers. Lena and Kryl are my mages. Lena, you go to the left. Okay, you're still rocking the gold hairpin. Ferris goes to the right. Kryl goes to the left. There we are. Use Aeroga. Hell yeah. I don't know if Gaia is considered magic or not. Ether. Makes sense. Okay. I also had her master chemist, so if Gaia is going to be countered, then I will give her recover in its place. Thankfully, blue magic is, you know, magic. I can, time slip him. Ah. Let's try Sildra. Oh, yeah, that's some good damage. It's possible that... No, because you only get the one boost. Oh, okay. That's the only way I could go. Wonder Wand. That, I think, casts a random spell. Well, maybe not random. I think it starts with a specific type of spell and then goes from there. Alright, let's go over here. This is going to be considerably less strategic. Anyway, I mastered Ranger with Bartz. Rapid fire. And Ferris just has dual wield. Hell yeah. Death Sickle might be the strongest axe in the game. If not, it's definitely up there. Also got a whole bunch of high potions. Well, a whole few of high potions. Oh yeah. Rapid fire with the katana is where it's at. High potion? I don't mind if I do. Okay. Yup, sure are bringing their best. Thank you, Shiri Hottery. Ooh, Defender. I like the ability to parry attacks. Also, having a non-elemental weapon will be the smart play. Hopefully they got like windows or something and see what's going on. Rapid fire. Okay, we do not want to be using... There we are. Thank you, pharmacology. Okay, let's change to Dancing Dagger, Twin Lance. There we are. Didn't mean to do that. But yes, rapid fire does roughly as much as... does roughly as much as a normal crit would. But given that, you know, any one of those can crit, and it can break the cap, well, hell yeah. Also, I love that. Tries to use holy magic on us. Alright, we get holy. Now... Conveniently, the boss battle is not timed. I think he's gonna just, like, run through every magic spell. Alright, let's do Sildra. Doesn't really matter if I'm the front or back row on this one. Yeah, I literally think that's what he does. He just goes through the black magic list. So, you know, if you let him live, he'll wreck your shit. That's fine. Blue magic is immune to silence. I learned that from watching Super Pika. Oh, crap. Okay, good. An extra HP boost helps me survive a lot of stuff. Boy, I got Holy and Flare. Never gonna use them. I mean, in a regular playthrough, oh, you bet your sweet ass I'd be using them. But in this playthrough, no. Okay, the tower has disappeared. Now we can access this catapult. Good and rest. Let's see if if we actually can rest again. Because when I was not level grinding, when I was trying to steal up a bunch of high potions. Okay. Damn. Anyway, we got to... Where do we have to go? Somewhere around here. Maybe down here. There we are. Sid is stuck. Yes. This also means we get access to the fire-powered ship. Which means that if I want to steal up more high potions, which I might do before the final battle, I can do that. Alright, we got the submarine back. Saying you can't do something for beans just means you suck at it. That's why I wanted to clear Fork Tower. Now, the underwater and her mysteries are available to us. Okay, so there's actually some stuff we can do here. One of which is... one of which is kind of interesting. Is this it? As always, I can rest up. Is this the Great Sea Trench? No! This is... Alright, if you're too young or you didn't pay attention to pop culture of like the late 90s, early 2000s, there was well, we used to have these things called telephones. And before we used them to send each other pictures of our various genitalia, we would use them to call people. And some of the numbers you could call would be 1-900 numbers, which would, you know, make your parents really mad because that shit was expensive. Anyway, one of the more famous 1-900 numbers was a phony psychic named Miss Cleo. And, you know, she leaned into the whole Jamaican patois style. So yes, basically like talk like how you think this guy would be talking, and you've kind of got a feel for how Miss Cleo talked. And that's what that is a reference to. I believe she was found guilty of fraud. She had some ignominious downfall. I'll include some details in the description or whatever. Like, y'all read those things. Anyway. Ah, yeah. There is actually another job I can get, which I probably am gonna get. I need to rest up. I do not need to rest up. There's one more thing I want to do. Let's go for a flight. I was wrong, by the way. This isn't North Mountain. That's Drakenvale. Because that's Quell right there. Okay, let's see here. I think it's down over yonder. Here we are. I'm going to turn off encounters. Actually, no. I don't even need to do that. I think the entrance varied in the earlier versions, but here it's the real deal. Or here it's always the same time. Very reminiscent of Final Fantasy 1. Anyway, they've got stores with solid stuff, and they've got stores with the best stuff you can buy in the game. So we go through here. Ride around the world on a yellow chocobo. That's a thing we can do. We go through here. We go through here. There's some healing juice. Alright. I think I might be missing a piano. Anyway, we can hop on the black chocobo if we need to. There is actually a use case for him. But I don't care. I just wanted to kind of get him out of there. And I'll do the chocobo thing later. The yellow chocobo. Where is it? Not there. Okay, so it's roughly around here-ish. Okay, so this is where Waltz was. I believe the town in question. That's Carwin, I think. Oh, that's... Oh, okay, that's right. This big-ass desert. Because if memory serves, the only place I could land... How do I get over there? Oh, there we are. Yeah, it's the only place you can land. Is with a black chocobo. There's a couple things in this desert. Oh, that's Phoenix Tower. I'm not going to deal with that. I can see the Phoenix summon. I don't really care for it. I've got enough revival stuff. And that's North Mountain. I wasn't lying when I said you need the black chocobo. Anyway, let's go pay a visit to Carwin now. Because that guy's out of the way. We can get a cottage. Hey, free cottage. I'll take it. Alright, next time I'm going to find the Great Sea Trench. That is the next dungeon. Which, conveniently, we need underwater capabilities to access. Hence the name Great Sea Trench. Anyway, this has been Three Roads Gaming. Sure, I'm glad the road brought you here. Hope it brings you back my way again soon. Have a good one, everybody.